So earthquakes in Japan, 101. Japan has more earthquakes than anywhere in the world. On average, every year, there are 1,500 earthquakes in Japan. And almost 20% of the world's strongest earthquakes with a magnitude of 6 or greater occur there as well. Although most of these are small tremors that are hard to even feel. Here's what the Japanese government recommends you do before and after an earthquake and how to prepare for one. If you're traveling, register your trip with your country's embassy within Japan. This will help your country's embassy quickly contact you and help you if necessary during the event of a natural disaster. This can be done easily online. For example, for Americans, look up the US Embassy and Consulates in Japan homepage. Next, it doesn't hurt to find your local evacuation areas and evacuation shelters in whatever area you're staying at in Japan. This will likely be wide open parks or nearby middle schools or high schools. These can also be found online for every prefecture. However, if you don't know where the closest one is, most every Japanese citizen has been through extensive earthquake drills for their entire lives, so it would be a safe bet to follow wherever people around you are going. Next, if you're in Japan, your cell phone should automatically receive any emergency government earthquake warnings, or after the earthquake, government evacuation notices. But if you want to be extra safe, there are some apps for Android and iOS that will do this for you as well, such as Yude Kuru Call. So next, what should you do during an earthquake? First, duck down to get a lower center of gravity so you don't fall over as easily. Cover and protect your head and neck if possible with a jacket or a backpack or a pillow. Stay away from windows that could break and shower you with broken glass or anything that could fall over. If you're inside, try to stay under a doorway or something really stable. If you're outside, try to be in the most open area possible, away from buildings and windows and walls. And always try to hold on to something stable. If you're on a train, all trains in Japan will automatically stop if there's an earthquake warning. Evacuation instructions on the train might be in Japanese only, and if you don't understand, just follow what everyone else does. If you're in a car, it's advised to stay inside of it, and if possible, park it away from power lines. If you have to evacuate the car, please leave the keys in the ignition so that rescue workers can move the car if they have to get it out of the way. If you're in a tall building, stay away from the windows. And just know that Japanese building and construction codes are extremely strict, especially when it comes to earthquake safety. And tall buildings are actually designed to sway back and forth during a large earthquake. This is actually safer and makes the buildings less brittle so they don't break. It might be scary, but nothing to panic about. Next, all gas lines in Japan are designed to automatically shut off if there's an earthquake greater than a 5.0 magnitude. But if you're staying in a house, it doesn't hurt to turn off the gas and the electricity after the shaking stops to prevent fires. That covers the basics, but it never hurts to do more research on these things yourself. And I've personally lived in Japan for over 5 years and I've never been bothered by earthquakes. There have been a couple small ones, but everyone seemed to really just go about their day. There's even a small earthquake during a first date that I went on once, and they just said it was kind of funny timing and even kind of romantic. So I hope that the possibility of earthquakes don't prevent you from visiting such a lovely country, but it's always good to be prepared.